drill the well. The septic's all put in. You can see the septic field, this one stake right in front here. It's 65 feet away from the well. We've got Thursday, we have a bunch of concrete block coming. I think we have like 56 pallets coming for the walls in two different colors of the split face or cut stone looking architectural block. These buildings will look sharp. And then right over here where this dump trailer is where we're going to pour a pad for the garage. So let's more updates. After the well is drilled, we'll pour a pad around the well. Okay, more updates. Well, we have the well in, and I've put some PVC in the ground. And let's look at this. Okay, what we have, the well, I disconnected the pressure tank, set it over there, and I've got the well casing coming out. I've got I put this PVC in the ground, and it goes down a couple feet. The 4-inch over there is going to be for future use for if we ever want to put a swimming pool in, and the pool filter can go right there. In the center here is where it's going. The electrical box has come in, and that's what's going to feed I guess a little 50 amp or a 60 amp panel, where again that 1-inch PVC down there, that's for future use for the pool. And then it'll come down from the box, and that piece over there, and it'll come up, and that'll feed it'll be a 20 amp 220 double pole breaker. And we're going to pour concrete. I'm not done. I got to I need another sweep in a 2-foot section, and I'll pin that with a little piece of rebar. Then I'm going to put down the plastic. I got a roll of red plastic over there, and then we got some rebar here, and then I'm going to take the rebar and build a grid, and then we're going to pour concrete in here, and I'll have a pad around it, and I got to buy J-bolts, and we're going to put a little house around it. And I'm going to use that 2-foot by 2-foot pad over there. That's going to be for the propane bottle, and I'm going to have this insulated, and it'll be where I can take it apart, and we will it'll be heated, so when the power goes out like it did in February here in Texas, we won't have to worry about the pipes freezing up. Okay, more updates as we go along. We got some of the block delivered today. The gray split face corner block. These are put out where I guess we're going to have every 8 foot, or it'd be 10 foot, 2-foot column, 8 foot of little mini wall. And it'll go from that telephone pole down there by the car all the way down by those culverts that you can barely see down there, but we got to have this land cleared. So we'll have a 6-foot column or 6-foot fence all the way down with a double driveway. This lot over here will have, it'll be a 32-foot wide with a 16-foot entrance electric gate over there, 16-foot electric gate over here, and then it'll come back and it'll come in 20 foot from the property line, and kind of like a box, so they can drive off the road and into their driveway. And all of this stuff here is going to be moved as soon as I pour this pad. And then the pad for the well, I basically I got to go get some J-bolts for the little house, the well house. The well house is going to be taken apart, and I got some conduit there I got to put some stakes in and then hold it up. And then I got to put plastic down and then rebar, and then I'll be ready. And I got chairs for it, for the rebar, and then we'll get that poured. I'm going to mix the concrete myself. I got Portland type 1, type 2. I've got about 1,000 pounds of that, 11 bags, a little under 900 to 1,000. And then I got my own sand and gravel. So I'm going to mix it up. I'll do a heavy Portland mix so it's fairly strong. Okay, more updates to come. We've got more concrete block coming too. Today we are going to pour the little 8-foot by 8-foot pad, set the J-bolts in, and let it cure, and then I'll put the well back together. I've got the pressure tank off of it, so we pour the pad, and let's see what we have here. Okay, I've got 1-inch limestone. I've got 9 bags of Portland cement, plus I've got 1 bag in 2 buckets. Actually, a half a bag of that is one of my buckets, and my mix is going to be 3 gravel, 2 sand, and 1 part Portland cement, and that should be about a 4,000 psi mix. And over here I've got the rebar on chairs. I've got some vapor barrier, and I've also got the J-bolts. We're going to put 3 on each side. The door will be on this side, so I'm only going to put 2 J-bolts on this side. So, and then our electrical is our electrical box will be over there. I can take that down. Those aren't glued together, they're just sitting there, so I can put the electrical box at a certain point. That one over there at 4-inch will be for a swimming pool. Filter can go to the left of it. This one over here, we're going to put a manifold, water manifold in, and we're going to dig 1 line over to the guest house. That'll be a 3/4 inch line, and a 1-inch line feeding this house. So the pad between the guest house and the main house will be the very last thing to do, because we also have to bury electrical lines. So today is just all we're going to do today is pour the pad. I'm pouring concrete. Well, we've got the concrete mixed. The concrete machine is cleaned out, and we're, waiting for it to set up a little bit. We're going to work it some, trowel it, and then we're going to put the J-bolts in, and we'll be done. It's about dark, and we have finished pouring the pad. I got the J-bolts in, and okay, this is the pad for the well house. This right here, I'm going to put it up alongside. I'll put that over alongside of it, and we're going to put a wall heater, and 2 100-pound propane tanks will go on that. Tomorrow I can take my pressure tank, reconnect it, and then do all the PVC fittings, and I'll plug the well back in, and I'll have water again, and we'll go from there. But it's, could have been a better finish, but what can I say? I'm an ex-crane operator, not a cement guy. So okay, pad is poured. Signing out, Republic Ridge.